This movie reminds me of a lot of movies I love, like Pulp Fiction or Fargo. And so when I read the screenplay, I thought, well, this is just like the next iteration of those types of movies that are equal parts gruesome and heartfelt and have these kind of quirky, interesting, memorable ensemble casts that I would get to be a part of. It's a story of thematic elements ranging from the desire to not be alone to the desire of having or understanding family to the desire of wanting to make your dreams come true and maybe doing something really unethical to get your dreams and your desires met. It's really a film about thematic elements. I don't see it as a natural arc of story. It's all these multiple stories that are colliding and kind of equal parts serving one another and getting in each other's way, as we see throughout the messy interactions of all these characters. Lefty Ledbetter is a really sweet guy who has a lot to give and wants to give that to a woman or a family or something. But I think he's, like most people, probably a victim of social awkwardness, a victim of maybe not fitting in the era he was born, and sort of is destined to become this kind of sweet old man who's alone. On that journey, when I play him, he runs into Penny Jo Poplin, played by Sydney Sweeney, and thus sparks the real moment for him to actually have a chance at happiness and to advance beyond the cold, lonely confines of his life. I like all these actors, everything I've seen them in. Halsey, obviously, I hadn't seen in a film, but working with her has just been incredible. She's like, I think of Mary Steenburgen when she did Going South with Jack Nicholson. It was her first film and she went toe-to-toe with Jack. That's what Halsey reminds me of, somebody who is very undeterred and unafraid. And if she is, she hides it well because she's doing a tremendous job. Sydney Sweeney is a dream dance partner when it comes to acting. She's so much more confident than I am and so assured of herself in such a healthy manner. And she's one of those actors that because she's younger than me, I want to give her advice until she starts talking and I realize I'm probably going to be asking advice. So that's been very humbling, but fun and wonderful. And yeah, I love Eric Dane and Simon Rex, and I've been a fan of people like Zahn and Toby Huss for years. So this is the kind of cast that I would get excited to watch. So to be in it is really cool. I would describe this movie as, this is like a fun, memorable sort of scene-eating movie that has all these memorable, distinct characters played by actors who are having really great moments, like Eric Dane with Euphoria and Sydney with everything she's doing, and Halsey transitioning to acting, me and Simon Rex having a Red Rocket and a Richard Jewell. It's like all these actors are coming together in a really unique moment in their careers. And the fact that we have a screenplay with the prowess and creativity of Tony Tost's words, you're not going to want to miss this thing, I don't think. There's so much I could say about Tony Tost as a dude and as a director, but and all of it good. But just the takeaways I have from working with Tony have been he knows what he wants in a really healthy way. It isn't like a dictator. It's just this really creative mind that you respect well enough to, see it through to the end, to really ignore your own desires and say, what does Tony want for the world he's created? I compare Tony's directing style to the confidence I had working with Clint Eastwood, and how Eastwood just kind of has an easy way of going about it. There's no shouting. There's just a lot of whispering and touches on the shoulder. Tony has a gentle approach the way Eastwood does, and Tony has the confidence and sense of fun that Spike Lee and Craig Gillespie have. So, for me, it's like a dream director who lets you do your thing and trusts you, but also knows exactly what they want, what they've preordained.